Hello, guys. I'm Carlo Giannico from Digital Renaissance. I'm from the marketing team. And we are here with Tarek Almiski. Correct me if I
You
pronounce
are
it
absolutely right.
bad. Okay. Welcome to Digital Renaissance Music Institute.
Thank
We
you.
are going to do a quick interview podcast to an amazing artist and bassist, and who knows how many other skills this guy has. So, can you introduce yourself, Tarek, please?
Obviously, now
Thanks.
you introduced my name,
Yes.
Tarek Almiski. That is right. As a musician, I used to play guitar. Then through some certain years in my musicianship, I played bass. I came to playing bass. It was spontaneous. I didn't plan to play that. And actually, that is good for people to know that you sometimes care less about some things or some instruments in life, but you find out that, oh, that what you were looking for.
Essential.
Yes.
Could you explain when did you realize that? When you got in love with this instrument, the bass itself, and when you were convinced about that? Like, okay, I'm the body of the song.
Actually, at first, I was like not forced to play it, but there was an idea that my friends are going to some kind of festival, big one. They already had a guitarist, drummer, and an player. They were looking for bassist. They
Okay.
couldn't find someone who could follow the pieces that they are already know. So they thought, I know already the pieces. I already played all the pieces with them on guitar, but they have a guitarist now. So they were discussing, why don't we tell Tarek to play bass with us? I thought, okay. In general, I don't have problems with anything. So I'm so easygoing. So play bass, okay. I'll do that. I'll try it. Why not? I borrowed the bass for some time, for like 2 weeks, and I bought my own bass then. And I started to rehearsals with this band, and we traveled to India, did the festival. And
Wow.
when you start your profession as a professional musician, you start to care about the details. You start to listen to professional people. How are they getting the sound? How are they playing? What are the techniques? What theory they know? How did they get to know this certain technique? Or how did they do this phrase or something? So you start to dive into details, and this is where you find out why the instrument is so important, and you start to love it for the role it does in the band and in music in general.
Yeah.
Because bass is like soprano and alto, and it has its space in music.
Yes. All the low frequencies
Yes,
are for you.
that's it.
You are the responsible of the low frequencies.
Yeah.
So it's good to be picky and looking for any detail to improve yourself. And one question: who was the first artist that kind of changed your approach in bass?
Actually, I guess it was my first teacher who did a big influence on me playing the instrument, and also viewing the instrument from another perspective, which is like most of the people, they see it as it's a bass guitar or a bass. Well, if you see it as a bass guitar, so you can use it as a guitar, but a bassy one.
Wow, I've never
Yeah.
uh,
Like
had a view of the bass in that sense, but now like makes sense.
like
Obviously,
if
but
you make a comparison between a classical guitar and ukulele, for example,
okay,
there are
yeah,
a lot of stuffs that are shared with these two instruments. So if you play guitar, I mean, you can manage to play this instrument easily. Same as when you play guitar and then you play bass, and you have a teacher that coincidentally
Mm-hmm.
he likes to play the bass or to introduce himself as a bassist who plays these techniques on bass. And that has changed my approach to the
So
instrument.
you were starting as a guitarist, right?
Yes.
So by coincidence, you switched into bass.
Yeah.
Those guitar skills kind of helped you, yeah, of course, like for to be more to have this practice with the hands, or
Yes.
maybe it's better to say fingers.
Yes.
But this guitar approach changed the approach on the bass.
A little bit, and actually I felt that I'm developed a little bit developed than other bassists that are starting like I was starting at that time, because I already have some knowledge at least of the left hand, the
Okay.
fretting hand. So that was very helpful to me. So they are almost the same instrument, but a different role. It's there are differences, but if you play the two instruments, you can manage to play both.
That's good. Do you have a favorite artist?
Actually, now my favorite artist is Moto Fukushima, who's a
Okay.
bass player.
Sounds Japanese.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe
He
he's
is.
from Italy. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that was
he
very
wants-
smart, actually. He is Japanese.
okay.
He plays the instrument. I mean, the bass like a guitar. He's got like a very distinctive approach to the instruments,
Okay.
different than all the others. So currently, that is my favorite.
Nice, nice. Okay. I will check him. I'm so curious about this new approach. I mean, for me,
Yes.
this new approach.
You're gonna
as
see
a-
something new.
instead of bass, but bass guitar. Personally, I know a famous YouTuber. I don't know now how he's going, but his name was Dave 305. Or,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sorry.
The Italian guy.
Yeah, the guy
Yes.
from Italy, and he was like obsessed for the slap technique.
Yeah.
What do you think about the slapping? How do you see it?
Each technique you can use each technique in its right place.
Okay, yeah.
So
If you overdo,
yes,
it will be
if
boring.
you overdo it or if you put it in all the places in certain song, so it's not going to sound that nice
Mhm.
if it's not like, let's say it needs to be well played.
Okay.
So you need to play it in the right place, so it's going to be fun.
Okay. There is a specific, like now it's a bit more advanced question, a specific section in the song, like as a standard, you would prefer to do this technique of slapping, or it's a kind of freestyle that you feel it. Okay, now it's there is the moment of
Yes.
slapping.
Yes.
In this approach.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, when I feel it, I would play it, and I might change my mind after that. So
Yeah.
when I listen to it back again,
Okay.
I might think that, oh, I will not do this. I will not slap here.
Nice.
So
nice.
it might be like
Okay.
this.
Now we have I have a question for who wants to learn the bass. Do you have some advices or something to say to let them? Maybe they are not sure about the bass, but
Yeah.
you can say something about bass.
Actually, first of all, they need to have an instrument so they can try. Preferably, it's comfortable to play, not expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a little bit light, comfortable to play. And then with time, so if the student or anyone who's like planning to learn the bass, they will play cover songs.
Okay.
And through cover songs,
The songs that they like.
yes,
Maybe it's more.
yes. So they would play what they like.
Mm,
So they will
okay.
know the instruments through their eyes and their feeling.
Okay.
So they are playing things that they like.
Yes.
And that will guide them into where will they go with the instrument. So
Yeah, it's a nice
it's
approach. Yeah.
simple. It's very simple. When you want
Yes.
to learn an instrument, you start practicing, which is, I think, for beginners, it's going to be uh, enjoyable for them if
Mhm.
they play something that they like.
Yes.
And with time, they will develop the technique.
Maybe the artists that they like, they will figure out that it's not that hard to do once they mastered the skill of doing the cover. And maybe they will discover a new artist that they will never
Yes,
enjoy before to learn
yes,
the favorite one.
they will develop
Yeah.
through, yeah, true.
So
It's
it's going
developing
to
process each time. Now you like, for example, rock, then you try to
maybe
play.
rock it's too easy at some point.
Yes,
Maybe it's too commercial for them.
yes.
And
So,
then you need to go on jazz.
yeah, maybe they would play
or-
like progressive metal after a while.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
yeah, that has like different sound, different techniques, time signatures, different. They use a lot of scales. They need to count while playing. So
Okay.
so it's going to be different than rock 4/4 or like the normal rock that we listen to most of the time.
I have four more questions that are coming into my mind.
Yeah, please.
I will say them, and in case, let's see, in case I will forget them. So the first was, what's for you the hardest genre to play, if there is? Then the second question was, how is the approach with the band, with the drummer, especially I think that you have to follow all those changes of rhythm, in like some genres of music has not standard rhythmics, and so you have to follow particular groove. Then also I wanted to ask you the most important moment for your career, or and also the worst moment, maybe you did some mistake.
Yeah. So now you need to remember these four questions
Yeah,
to
yeah,
remind
yeah,
me.
yeah. Okay, let me write them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first one was
Okay, the first one was
what is the most
the
difficult
hardest,
yeah,
for
genre.
you, because we know that it depends from different.
Actually, practice can take you through all of the genres. If you practice well, you will reach some point that you can play easily. But I think improvisation through chord changes is a hard thing to do. But also, when you're playing like simple, light groove, so you need to keep playing the simplest thing.
Okay.
When you have good knowledge in music and you play this groove in the simplest way and you only play the fill where it's right to be played, that is the hardest thing. I mean,
It's like
it's not always
yeah,
techniques and scales, modes,
it's
and
more to be clean.
yes,
The most you are clean,
Actually,
10 minutes being the most clean
it's
possible.
it's how you do it
Okay.
and
the
how
touch.
it's done. Yes,
Okay. The
and it's
velocity.
the taste,
we call okay
the taste. It's
yeah.
where you play certain phrases or something.
Like in the reel that we published to promote these masterclass,
Yeah.
that it's happening in 30 minutes. I noticed that you are not following a pattern. You are giving some touches of high notes in an hard way, sometimes by fingers, but sometimes not.
Yeah.
Because
Actually,
you
that was
know-
a famous piece by
Oh.
Jaco Pastorius. It has a lot of technique in theory. You need to look for what is going on to
Okay.
understand.
Yeah, because at first, hearing that, it could seem that the scale is something next level.
Yes.
Because you're touching some
Yeah.
notes that you are not expecting.
Yes. You feel that
but
is different.
From my point of view, I really love when someone break the rules
Yes.
in this
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah.
Second question was the approach with the members of the band. The hardest to align, the hardest member, maybe with the drummer or the one who is on the keyboard. How is your approach with the band?
Actually, I don't think I didn't quite get the question.
Yeah, maybe because I cannot play any instrument, so always this question: how like four people can play all together and not like be misunderstood in some moment, or just to understand
Yeah,
previously
actually,
in advance.
yes, I got you. Actually, I think it's chemistry between like four people before music.
Okay.
And
so
if they listen like to same genre or even close to each other in listening, that would be great. And
you can predict.
then everyone will have his own spirit or touch in what he's playing. So I guess this is where things becomes like
The chemistry.
nice. Yeah.
We are human. We are still human. So
Yes.
it needs to
Yeah, true.
be
Personalities
Yeah.
and then the music shared between them.
knowledge also.
Yes, it's a very big part of the thing. But I mean, professionally, you might play with like 14 people.
Wow.
That yeah, I played with the choir here in
Okay.
Dubai, and orchestra.
Wow.
Actually, I guess I know 10 of them.
Okay.
But
so
I
you
mean,
could.
there was like 60 people on stage. So when you are professional, you need to do what you have to do. Situation. There must be like friends. They listen. They share same music, maybe same interests, and they have to like each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if we did like project between me and you, as let's say, a music producer and bassist, you need to like what I do
Yeah.
to say that I fit into this project. So if you like, that would be great. If
I
you don't,
heard-
you will look for someone else, right?
Yeah, you're right. I heard so many bands, like incredible bands, that they split it, they break up
Yeah.
just because of they didn't like each other's for some reason.
Yes. Yes. True.
The other question was your like the best moment of your career in the artist career as a bassist, and the worst moment of your career.
Actually, let's talk about the worst moment
Yeah.
to get the good things at the end.
Yes.
The worst moment when you are surprised with something that you are not prepared for,
Okay.
and you don't
Stressing.
have time to prepare.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is where you can see your real
Yes.
skill.
Yes. So that's where you have to manage to get things done with the least damage. You know,
At
because
least.
sometimes like you have two keyboard players playing with you and a drummer. At least like now we're talking rhythm section. Let aside the strings, maybe vocals, guitarist. If a guitarist would play chords, so you need to know what's going on. So sometimes you have surprises, and that is the worst. That can stress you before the event, like 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay, guys, we are going to change this. Oh my God. Not now.
Also, I noticed as a music producer, electronic music producer, I just studied the super basics about the music theory. I'm so ignorant from that point of view. But I noticed that the bass decides the key of the full song.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if I translated from my ignorance to.
No,
to
that's
you
all
as a
right. That's all right. I can get it.
Like when like from that key of the bass, like on the first kick drum,
Yeah.
there is the first bass note. This bass note could decide the whole song. Just in some cases that in the song there are some changes of
Look,
scales.
actually, it depends.
Mm.
It depends, and that is theory.
Mm. Yeah,
But
it's a huge topic.
yeah, I guess you should care about what it feels like, how you feel when you listen to it.
Yeah, it seems that when I write a wrong bass line, all my song is fucked up. Is up.
Yeah.
Because of the bass. Like I noticed that the bass manage all the song, even if he's there in those low frequencies, but
Yeah.
he's doing
Yeah,
the
actually,
main job.
most of the time, on bass in like mainstream songs, most of the time, the note played with the chord is the root, or maybe the fifth. You can use then the third. Yani you can decide how it will feel.
Okay.
But that depends on theory,
Mm,
how much
mm,
you
mm.
know. But if you theoretically you need to decide and you have a paper and a staff and you need to know which key is this, it depends on the melody, how it ends, what's the last note. If you have a key signature, so that is a problem solved if you have key signature.
Okay.
But I mean, you have like chord sequence
Mhm.
that it can lead you to what scale they are playing, and the end of the last measure of the piece. And in modern music, there are a lot of different stuff.
It seems that, like, anyways, every musician should study a lot of music theory. Like,
True.
the most
So-
that you
so true.
know, you can actually move. You can change the mood.
Yes,
in
you know
one
what? At
second.
least the basics,
Uh-huh.
at least the basics could help for some point. At least the basics. But then, when you start to feel that you need more to prove yourself, you
Mhm.
need to know more. The people around you are more developed than you, so you have to catch up.
Yeah.
So you start to look for something new, something else. You start to think that I need to keep practicing every day, at least like 1 hour or 2 hour, or so that's would take you to another level.
Yeah. All depends from your approach in life. Let's say if you don't want to be the last one, you have
Yes,
to
it's
practice
your personality.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that is right.
Okay, I think that I'm really satisfied. I could continue, but we have the masterclass happening in 15 minutes, so we have to prepare. As last question, let me read
Yeah, yeah.
some
It's
of
all right.
them that I
Actually, we
signed.
agreed that this is going to be spontaneous.
Yeah, yeah,
and
it was.
Yeah,
Actually, I
that
just
was-
read the first and the last
Yes,
one now.
that was great.
So it's saying, what can people expect to learn from your masterclass today?
I mean, for complete beginner,
Okay, yeah.
I think they are going to be playing a simple groove with drums and chords.
Whoa.
Even it's like 3-note grooves, but they are going to play
Okay.
for complete beginners. And I was aiming at these people to come and know what this instrument like.
Yes.
What is the role of the bass in the band, and I'm sure when they go out, they will start to listen to the instrument in all the songs they listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of
Exactly.
the
It's
people,
not the first instrument, but when you
Yeah.
catch it,
but
you
it's the
cannot-
most important.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
frequency is not complete without the bass. Am I right?
you are 100% right. When I do some classes for DJing, teaching for new students, and they cut the low frequencies, and they just put up all the low frequencies, they got, oh my God,
Yeah.
how did you do it?
So
Because
it's
the bass
there's something wrong. Yeah, the
has-
bass. Yeah,
has the
yeah.
power.
It's the muscle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Tarek, thank you so much. Thank you for watching these, for hearing also this podcast. See you soon. Tarek Alminski
Thank you.
from Syria, actually. We
Yeah.
didn't see that. And see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.